All right, math times. We've been working through section 1.7 on problems involving objects. So this one goes like this. You're building this cabin here, and our job is to determine the surface area to the nearest square yard. And don't include a floor. As you can imagine, you're building a log cabin or something. You won't necessarily put the floor out of the same materials. Anyway, we have a couple choices here, but probably the simplest is just to break this up into the shapes that make up this log cabin. So hopefully you would see that there would be a rectangle on the front that's 3 by 5. There should be one the exact same on the back. There should be a rectangle on the right that's 7 by 3 and one of those on the left. There should be a triangle on the face of that roof and one on the back. And then probably the only tricky part is there'll be a rectangle on the slant of the roof on the right and on the left. And I say tricky because we're going to need to figure out how wide that rectangle is. So I would just start breaking that up into pieces. So some of them are very easy. For example, 3 times 5 and then double it. So we'll have 15 square yards times 2 for the front and the back. Similarly, the right and left, we'll have 7 times 3 and then we'll double that. And so far we've got 30 square yards and 42 more square yards. Triangle is also not bad, especially given that we have the base and the height given. So 1/2 base times height, 1/2 5 times 2, and then we double that because we have one on the back as well. The reason why I say the slanted rectangle is a bit trickier is because we need to figure out what the slant length of that roof is. And so we do need to do a quick little Pythagoras triangle to say, okay, 2 squared plus 2.5 squared equals. It doesn't give us a nice number, but we can carry a few extra digits. We know that in the end, we're rounding to the nearest square yard, so certainly have more than enough digits there. And then we see, okay, well, we've got 2 of those now. We've got the length of it would be 7, and the width of it would be 3.2016, and we double it, and it gives us 44.8 or so more square yards. So then our final job is just to tally them all up, add up the total surface area of 30 plus 42 plus 10 plus 44.822 rounded to near square yard, and we have about 127 square yards for the whole cabin.